Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Taurus, okay? So this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Tauruses, if you have any of these planets or stars in your chart, welcome. If not, welcome as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, okay? And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlich Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with the Brian Proud's Fairy Oracle, and finally, if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Netzer's Mirror Truth the Norman deck, alright? Now, we all have an intuition and it's key that we learn how to use it. So on Mondays, I put out a video on how to strengthen your intuition. So if you're interested in that, check that out. It drops on Monday, lo and behold. And also, a reading is like a snapshot of the possible future you might have, which could change by every choice you make. Okay? And if you, in that same line, if you don't like the reader, well, if you don't like the outcome of the reading, you can do one of two things, okay? One, change the reader. They'll have another perspective for you and that will help. Or two, change what you're doing. It took me a moment there. Change what you're doing to have a different outcome. Okay. Now, with that being said, my gorgeous Tauruses, let's get into your cards. Yes. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got, don't fall on me now, you got Renewal, as well as the 8 of Spring pointing towards the right. What's coming? Yo, what's coming? Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest of good who has who has, well, no, too big a deck. Ooh. That's what fell. You got strength in the upright. Yeah. Alright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And we got Nine of Summer pointing towards the left. Herky derky. One moment, please. Now, to clarify, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward. Oh my. Please come forward and share what they should expect, with the Renewal card being here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share. And you got, here the Fairy sword. Yes! That just sounded so much like Gollum, like Smeagol and then Gollum. Oh. Yes. Okay, now at the bottom of the deck, you have Hill of the Fairy sword. Well, that was kinda, I don't know, it kinda sound Smeagol. Oh, can't do it like any Surges. Yes. I can't I'm not that good, but I can make do. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and chat about this for this spot for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. Okay, this is weird. These fairies and trolls or whatever, gnomes, they kind of remind me of like, of that character, of Smeagol or my precious, what's the name? Lord of the Rings, Smeagol versus Gollum. Gollum. Oh boy. Okay. So we're doing this. Poreth. Smeagol. And Gollum. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if it sounds like Smeagol and Gollum to you guys, but it certainly does to me. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and clarify why the Eight of Spring is here pointing towards the right. Please, angels and guides, anyone. Ooh! Nelus the Alchemist. Now that just sounds weird and bizarre, but whatever. Los Gunas at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Fairy Kissed by the Pixies. Oh my god! Girl, you don't say. You don't say. Yes. Yes. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why the Strength card is here in the upright. And you got the Death in the reverse. Intergesting with Mike the Myomancer at the bottom of the deck, followed by She of the Cruach, followed by, we're getting the mini deck, Sylvanius, followed by himself, followed by Topsy Turvets, followed by the Friends, followed by the Undressing of a Salad, followed by the Laum, and okay, it's really a mini deck. Okay, followed by Tintin the Sylph, and followed by Guardian at the Gate. What? Dude. Or dudette. Whatever. I feel like I need to do more like, I had a day. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So I took the day off. And then, look, my readings are amazing. Every single time I do a day off. And I just, like, Netflix. That's all I do all day long. Which is not true. I had a little moment of work in the afternoon, but my readings turned out amazing. Like, OMG. Okay. Now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why the 9 of Summer is here pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and chat why the 9 of Summer is here pointing towards the left. You got Spirit Dancer, yes, with the Pook at the bottom of the deck. Pook and the Wait for it. The Master Maker. I'm being very, what's the word? I'm being very silly. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, now we read. Okay, so first you got the Renewal Card. Now the Renewal Card says review. I'm gonna check that. Wait, Renewal. Where are you? Renewal. Now it is. Give me some clarity, yeah. Renewal. Judgment. Dun, dun, dun. I'm being excessively. What's happening? Tell me if you like it or if you don't. I'm being very silly. Judgment. Judgment. Judgment Day. Okay, review the past and the present so you can plan a new future. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgment of yourself and others. Yes, yourself and others. Why? Why should you do that? In order for you to gain He of the Fairy Sword. Meaning, active principle, spiritual will, and justice, and patience. So that you can, basically, what I'm seeing is that you're reviewing what you're doing, and that action is allowing you to reassess your current situation. And by reassessing, okay, you are going to be protected and justified. Yes. Next, you got the feline. Now the feline, the reason why you are going back to the drawing board and you're reassessing everything that you've done is because you want to get it right. You don't mind if the completion is delayed. And okay, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. And completions, and you are tidying up loose ends. You just are. So I'm guessing that this means something to someone. It must, because I just did it. Okay, next. You got the 8 of Spring pointing towards the right. Now, cards pointing towards the right, to me, as a reader, means that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the future. How deep a future, I have no clue. But they are happening if you continue doing what you're doing at this moment in time. Okay? Now, my readings are timeless. I don't mention it in the title, but they are timeless. So you can basically watch it in like a year's time, but it will be whenever you watch it is whenever this applies. Okay, so if you're like me and you watch like umpteen videos all in one shot, just know that some of them will, because they will just resonate more with you. Now, if this is not resonating with you, it's not the time you should be watching it. If you watch it in like a year and it makes total sense, well then that's the time for you. Okay? Now, 8 of Spring pointing towards the right, meaning it's coming in quick or it's happening in the future. How deep a future, I have no clue, and I'm repeating myself. So, this card says stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. Something's happening. And what clarifies that card is number one, Nellis the Alchemist, meaning that you are what's the word? You are in full control of your life. You are the magician of your life. I say that in this deck, this card is equivalent to the magician. You can make anything happen. This isn't even, I mean, you could say that, but I mean, the alchemist is someone, I mean, she does have a wand, so she is the magician of this deck. But to me, an alchemist is someone who can shift and change molecules to make them look like the object of their desire. So you are basically in charge of your life, girl or guy, whatever. You know, you are in charge. Take it. Make it your yacht. Excuse my language. I'm going to have to write it down. Sorry. It's not just for, it's not just for the people that follow me, but I do post this on groups, and, some people might have some sensitive ears, so I want to take care of them too. And give them the choice to watch this or not. Now, you have Los Gunas. Now, Los Gunas talks of sunken treasure, sunken treasure, discovery of self, adventure. Okay. Now, I have a feeling that you're like, right now, you're probably like, no, it's the alchemist. Really? I can do whatever I want in my life? Please? No. I say nay. I don't believe I can. Or if you do, well then great. But if you're like one of those who are like, girl, please. Who, me? Come on. No. You know what? Just by you saying that, made that real for you. But I'm saying that you can do it. Which is like the universe letting you know that, you know what? Just because you don't see it now, doesn't mean that you can't arrive at that. Look, the 8 of spring is pointing towards the right, which means it's happening in the future. How deep, like I said, how deep a future, I have no freaking clue. It is up to you. You choose. You make the decision. Okay? Sunken treasure, adventure, discover yourself. I'm just like excited. I'm excited for y'all's. Okay? Next card. You got the fairy kissed by the pixies, because this card, look at her face. Look at it. Look at her face. She seems so over the moon with joy. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Right. And so, I mean, you can get at this if you become, when you become the magician of your life and you are completely 100% behind the fact that you did that, you can create your life. When you take responsibility for your life and you say like, you know what? I am going to master my life. Why am I channeling a diva? I have no clue. So, but once you do, once you admit that you can, and you have the ability to make this into a reality, you are going to be like this. Yay! Super happy. I'm sure my voice just came so high pitched. I'm like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. Next card. You have the Strength card in the upright. Now, the Strength card is the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Yay! Now, it is in the upright. And I think the reason why you have like this big ass deck, well, you have the mini deck, basically clarifying it, is because you need real clarification. Like, how this be? How? Tell me, how am I going to do this? How? Right? How? Because A, something's gonna pass, something's dying, something's leaving you, which is a good thing because people need to die. I mean, come on, we're in spring, okay? Basically, for there to be spring, there first needed to be winter, okay? Which means things need to die for things to be reborn. Aha! You need to end something, a phase of yourself, in order to be reborn into a beautiful something, I don't know what, into a beautiful you, okay? Now, death in the reverse, okay, says important change and body blocked and be. Okay, so I know it sounds bleak, but this is saying that something is going to happen which is going to totally shift your mind. You wanted to create something, but in reality you can't because something is blocked and you're like, girl, please, this ain't going to be blocked no more. No, I'm going to turn this death card upside and I'm going to make this shit happen. Watch me. Ooh, watch me. Ooh, watch me. Na, 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 na. Black Eyed Peas. Boom, yeah. Da, na, 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 right now. Sizzling. Okay. What was it called? Ooh, watch me. Ooh, watch me. Black Eyed Peas. Louder. Pump it louder. There we have it. Pump it louder. 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 Okay. Then you got Mike the Myomancer, which talks of small clues, details everywhere. Okay. The messages everywhere. Patience. So basically, this is an internal job. It's going to take some effort and some time, my friends, which is completely, sorry to say this, but it's, some earth signs move slowly. Okay? Just look at the earth. Other than it being an earthquake, complete earthquake, things move slowly. I mean, even lava moves slowly. Once out of the volcano, like a big ass zit that has just been popped. In any case, I'm being very silly. Okay, so you got so it's going to take some time to do this. Okay, and that is why you need to be nurturing of yourself, accepting of the time it takes, and being nice to yourself, right? Because you need to be clear on what it is that is happening and be able to cut through deception. Because people be like, yo, people generally, when they see you go forward, have you learned of the 60-40 rule? Okay, everyone wants you to be above 60, but once you get above like 70, people will start to drag you down because they want to keep you in the normal mix. You know, in that case, what you need to do is find new friends. It's going to be a bit lonely, but you know what? Once you do find those friends, you are going to excel like crazy. Like crazy. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm being really silly right now. Next, you got himself. Now, himself talks of natural law, shamanic powers, magical, life force, magic. So basically, once you cut through deception and you understand the natural laws, you are going to be unstoppable. Yes, you are. Next is topsy-turvy, which is changing of a viewpoint. What? Yes, changing of a viewpoint. You need to look differently at something for you to get the actual clarity you need to achieve this strength. Too many cards. Next is the friends, which is friendship, support, aid. Meaning, if you need to find a whole new bunch of friends for support, then you got to do it. Okay? You got to do it. It just is. Next card. Fairies of the future. Now, fairies of the future, my friend, talks of balance, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, being impossible. Meaning, you are giving off the impression to the people around you that you are impossible. You are actually, it's not that you're impossible, it's that you're improbable. How did you get where you get? How? How you do it? How? Tell me. You know what? Until people don't ask you, tell me how you did it so I can do it too. Don't tell them shit. You know? That's my rule. If people are going to be looking at me freaky and funky and weird, like I did something wrong just because I'm doing something good, then they can go, suck it. Okay? I mean, come on. Dude, you want to reach the top? You gotta make some changes. You can't expect to have the same thing happen to you and have a different result. Nay, you gotta change something up. 'Tis the way it is, okay? My face. Ooh. Next card, you got the Laum. All these L's. The Laum, okay? And the Laum talks of unconditional giving and receiving. So these new friends of yours, okay, will most probably unconditionally give you and receive from you. Will unconditionally give to you and receive from you. Basically, these new friends are better suited for you. Okay, now it doesn't mean that you're gonna change all of your friends. Nay, you might change like one or two friends. Shit happens. Okay, but you're gonna change. Maybe you're gonna have a new friend come in and people are gonna be like, "Why are you hanging out with them?" Be like, "Well, I need a change. I feel like I get along with her." So no. So you know what? Suck it. Excuse me for my language, okay? It's late. Okay, next. Tintin the Sylph. Now, Tintin talks of acuteness, of intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. You are able to discern who fits in your life and who doesn't. Okay, you can make a choice. You just can. You are deciding who is for you and who is not for you. Okay? And with that decision making will come guardians at the gate. Basically, when you decide who is worth to be in your life and who isn't, okay, you will be able to go to a new passage to new life, trials, passage to new life, openings, gatekeepings. The doors will open like for you, and you will be in such a better shape. Yes. Now, next card, you got the Nine of Summer pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they're happening slowly or they happened in the past. Now, in this case, I feel like it's happening slowly because of how much time it took for you to get to the strength card. Okay, now, But once you get to that 9 of summer, which is the 9 of cups, which means wish fulfillment, okay, you will be able to self-express yourself fully. You're going to be standing in your power, and you are going to be, you know what? I don't need them friends who don't want to help me, but who only want to help themselves. So you'll be able to discern and drop off the excess unneeded friends. Right? Now, I'm not saying you're not going to talk to them. I'm just saying that you're going to keep them less close to you. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Next card, you got the Pook card. Now, the Pook card is shape changer. What I say. You'll be able to discern what's for you, what's not, and be able to choose what you are going to keep and what you aren't, right? So it says good and bad, bad and good. Paradox, resolution. Basically, you can fix things now because you are being discerning. Okay, you are being discerning. And once you get the go, once you give yourself the go of letting go of stuff that no longer serve you, okay, you are going to be the master maker of your life. What? Yes. You will be skillful. You will be the craftsman. And you will be the magician. And you will have moral strength. Look, we had Nellis. Now we have the magician. So basically, look, both of these cards are holding wands. Both of these people holding wands. One looks more like a light bulb, but the other is like a wand. But both of them still look like wands. In any case, so you are basically, what am I going to call this? I am going to call this mastering your life. Yeah. Mastering your life. That's amazing. Yes. Okay. So this is all that I have for you guys this week, my gorgeous Tauruses. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Okay. Now, with that being said, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Okay, and with that being said, I'd like to remind you that we all have an intuition is key, that we learn how to use it. So check the video I post on Monday for that. And with that being said, my gorgeous Tauruses, with that being said, I'd like to wish you all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye.